Hello, this is Lindy. Lindy's Magpie Reads. Welcome. You're not going to see my face. I'm just going to show you a lot of books today and images. I am talking about wordless picture books. This is The Three Bears and Goldilocks. And it is by an Edmonton artist, graphic designer, Waeland. I heard about it because there was a book launch earlier this month at Glass Bookshop, one of Edmonton's independent bookstores, and I was surprised that there were already copies at the library. Well, the reason why is that this edition is published by Vivid Print, which is Waeland's company. In addition to printing, they also sell gifts that are printed with their images. And it came out last year as self-published, and then it's been picked up by Orca, which is a independently owned Canadian children's book publisher that's based in Victoria, BC. Here we have the Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear. Baby Bear's doll is comes up later, I think. So Canadian. There's a loon. Somebody's cooking. There's the little heat marks. So you can see these images are so stylized. These really bright colors and shapes. There's the squirrel. And dun-da-da! Goldilocks is sticking her finger in her nose, walking in the mud. There's the house of the three bears. Uh-oh. What was under the flower pot? Key to the front door, maybe? Tracks mud all over the place. Touches everything. Breaks things. Still tracking mud. Uh-oh. I don't know if that's porridge or tapioca. Up the stairs. There's some beds. Whose bed is she sleeping in? And they come home. Uh-oh. Broken things. What does Papa Bear say? Baby Bear, she's still in my bed. And of course, they call the police. Come and put her in jail. This misbehaving, break and entry. Happy family. And there's Baby Bear's doll. Was it all Baby Bear's imagination? Love it. Next up, I have Kunoichi Bunny. This is by Sara Cassidy, who has won awards and accolades for many of her other books. And the artist, Brayden Sato, is from Alberta. He's not familiar to me. And this book is published by Orca Publishers. Now there are a few words in this book, mostly onomatopoeia. But on the back of the book we learn that the little girl's name is Saya and that her bunny is called Kunoichi, a female ninja actually. So they're a superhero team, and Kunoichi Bunny stops the cats from fighting. Yes, this is the only thing we hear Saya say. Kunoichi. And this book is kind of a blend between picture book format and kind of manga, graphic novel, where we have a series of here the baby's pushchair is starting to roll. Saved by Kunoichi. They go to the park. And notice how the colors start to change. It was kind of a paler blue beforehand, and now the sun is rising more highly. And, oh, Kunoichi to the rescue again. The duckling get out. And once again, stop the baseball from hitting a child on the head. There's lots of diverse representation in this book too. I don't know if you noticed at the beginning, there was one of the women in the crowd was wearing hijab. And now we see it's getting to be late afternoon. The toy needs to have a bath. And there's the end of a day of adventures. Oh, lovely illustrations. These are done with pencil and then digital coloring. If you like Kunoichi Bunny, by the way, I would suggest a nice companion picture book is Knuffle Bunny by Willems. Just mention another book by Sara Cassidy. This one is illustrated by Josee Bisaillon. And it's a good one for introducing metaphor to young children. The moon's a shining hubcap, the moon's an apple pie, and so on. The moon is a silver pond. Now we're going on to a couple of American books. Birdsong, A Story in Pictures by James Sturm. Now this one is published by Toon, which is a company based in New York City, and it was started by and still run by Françoise Mouly and her husband Art Spiegelman. And this company specializes in high quality comics for kids and primarily emerging readers and reluctant readers. This is the first time that I've seen one of theirs that is wordless. This one is based on Kamishibai, which is paper theater, a form of Japanese storytelling. So we see two kids up to no good, flipping over a turtle, chasing a bird. Still chasing the bird, and you see on the left hand side it's totally blank, so this is where you make up your story. It's at the top of this mountain. Someone with looks like a wizard staff. The bad kids get turned into monkeys, chased by a tiger, chased by men. And this is the only place, well, one of the few places where there's words. They got put into a circus. Chimps or children? Yes. How do they like being chained up, and I guess they got all dirty and covered in flies. until they're set free and have changed their ways. He's giving some fruit to the turtle there. And now they're living in the trees, gentle with the birds. Again, the evening coloration and nighttime, the end. So then the last 2 pages are more information about Kamishibai. And there is a book by the artist Alan Say, Kamishibai Man, that I also recommend if you're interested in more about this form of storytelling. This one is published by Enchanted Lion Books, an independent children's book publisher that's based in Brooklyn, New York. And it is a French publication, but the only thing that needed to be translated was the title, because it is a wordless book. I picked this up because I recently did a video where I featured another book by Blexbolex called People, and I will link to the video that one's in. It was all about picture books that feature retro graphic design. And I saw that he had a new one. Well, new to me. I think this came out in 2018, but I retired from the library at the end of 2015, and so I don't see picture books as much now that I'm not working at the library. I have to keep an eye out for award winners and so on. And in fact, this was an award winner in France. It won Le Pépite d'Or in 2017 at the Salon du Montreuil. Now that's a children's book festival that happens every year, and it won the Gold Award, Best Book. Blexbolex uses screen printing for his art. I think this one is done the same way. It's more complex than his other works. You can see the little dots if you look closely. Little dots like halftone screens. Where is she? And she arrives. So again, there's some sequential art. There's the girl getting ready. And off they go. Where are they going? To meet the train. We have a guest who has come to spend the vacation with them. And she's pouting. She's not happy about this guest. So kind of like the kids in that last book, Birdsong. She gets mean. Elephant's playing with the ball and she takes it away. He is sad. He's trying to cheer them up. He ends up stepping on a ladle and falling. Elephant laughs. She does not. Throws stuff at the elephant. We have her spraying him with water, but doesn't like it when the same thing happens, so she chases him with a stick. That sound familiar? Chases him off. Storm comes. He's gotta go looking for the elephant. Anyway, this is quite imaginative and mysterious. They end up going to a village fete, I think, and she falls asleep and dreams. There's a train in her dream. It's got a very melancholy feel. It's considered to be easy, which is for preschool, up to about grade 3. But I would say this one is also all the way up to adult. And this is the last book that I'm going to tell you about. It's not Wordless, but I picked it up for the same reason as I picked up Vacation, and that is because Pascal Blanchet is another author that I talked about in my previous picture book video, the retrographic design in picture books for all ages. So this one is all about trains in North America. The English title is Go West, The Great North American Railroad Adventure, and it's published by Wide-Eyed Editions. The original French publication is by La Pastèque, which is a Quebec publisher that specializes in graphic novels. Again, we have the very distinctive retro design. And it also has information about sites that you would see along the way of making a journey from Montreal to New York to Buffalo, Chicago, Omaha, Denver, Cheyenne, Coutts, Calgary, Banff and Lake Louise, Vancouver, Seattle, San Francisco, and ending up in Los Angeles. There's cool information like the idea of a red carpet started in 1938 by the 20th Century Limited Company that rolled out a red carpet for customers of these luxury trains. So if you know anybody who's into trains, this is great. There's another book about trains in Canada. It's a picture book that has, for a text, the Canadian Railroad Trilogy, a song that Gordon Lightfoot wrote for 1967, Canada's centennial, and it was about the settlement of Canada. It's also an all-ages book. This one, voiture, all aboard, is suitable for age 7 to adult, by the way. The Canadian Railroad Trilogy picture book is illustrated by Ian Wallace, and I really love his illustrations because his art adds so much poignancy to the text because it shows some of the negative effects of settlement. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. And I will see you all in the next one.